Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
810-454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Zack Snyder has a new film coming out on Netflix. And I guess the whole rumor was, I don't know how true or not true this is, but I guess Zack Snyder was supposed to do a Star Wars thing. I don't know if it was a movie or a series, but I guess that fell apart, and now he made this, Rebel Moon, where you can see that it was meant to be Star Wars.
Right, there's a lot of flair of Star Wars, like especially with the soldiers. They look very Imperial-like.
And you got even red and blue lightsabers, but they're like smoke comes off them.
Right.
So they're like flame swords, but they're red and blue and they glow.
Yeah, it's Star Wars-esque. Very much.
It is Star Wars-esque.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I am no fan of Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder has the power to take something amazing and make it good. Take something good and make it okay. That's what he does. Because 300 was already an amazing story and he made it good. He made a good thing. But I will say this doesn't look bad.
No, it looks like classic sci-fi like story of got to topple the Empire, beat
Chosen One,
right.
My biggest issue with it is it seems a little bit cookie cutter. Oh, look at the straight-laced white guy. He's the evil one. Oh, the people of color, they're the good guys. And it's like, okay.
Right. And then you're going to have a basic, maybe even like a temptation of like, oh, join our side. And
all those kinds of things.
And
another thing, I just find it's just a Hollywood thing. Unless this girl has powers, we don't know. I'm assuming she's going to have powers, like where her punches do more damage because she has ancient blood of a Sumerian god or so. I don't know what the story is.
Perceive time faster.
Yeah, she can. She has new type abilities. She has something. Because if she's just a person, this 95-pound woman couldn't hurt anyone but other 95-pound women.
Right, and then we're going to go to like, well, she better be hopefully using that sword or that gun, and then maybe that's how
Which maybe they will explain that she's abnormally super strong because she's a Chosen One. She has Chosen One powers, she has the Force, she has new type, she has some type of powers. Then I can believe it.
Yeah.
Because she's a little lady.
Right.
She's a little lady.
It almost seemed a little bit weird when she picked up that hammer, just to sound
it's like
the alarm.
That thing is totally made out of cardboard, or it's made out of foam.
Right,
because I don't think she could really pick up a sledgehammer.
Right, because she didn't even seem to struggle. And granted, like you said, it would make sense if she's the super...
And again, it's a sci-fi movie, so obviously, hopefully she has those kinds... That's just my own personal... How Hollywood likes to portray these tiny little women as like, again, the baddest bitch in the galaxy.
Right, and then also explain it, since it's an alien planet, maybe they're just naturally stronger race.
Yeah, like her race of people, or their weakest person is stronger than the strongest human being.
Right, yeah.
Okay, then I get that.
I get that. But we'll see what they'll do. I do kind of like the style of it. It seems kind of cool. The CG is really good.
That's another thing I would like to say about Zack Snyder films is they're visually great.
Right.
Even, I think it was called, was it Sucker Punch? The one with the girls.
Right.
And they had like, when the dream world, they were like these badass assassin chicks. But in the real world, they were like in a mental institution. Like, I don't remember the film that well.
But
I remember I liked the style.
Yeah, the style was really cool.
But all style, no substance.
Yeah.
All flash, no,
And that can only get you so far.
Yeah. But Zack Snyder's good at that. I mean, look at 300. It's very stylized. I love that film.
That film's good.
But it's super stylized. And it was based off of something that was already great.
Right.
Now, I don't think is based off anything except for his own mind. I didn't do any research on it. But for something original, and it's not like, oh, it's a Star Wars story, it doesn't look bad.
Right. And if it can kind of stay within the numbers, like, again, you doesn't have to do something crazy and wow me, but if it can stay at the course, okay, I can deal with that.
It does seem like there's a whole lot going on here.
Right.
And I guess it's a part 1 and a part 2.
Yes.
But would I want to watch this over something like Dune? I don't know. I'd rather see Dune than this.
Right.
Of course, we don't live in a world where we're only allowed to watch one movie.
Right.
But it doesn't feel like it's up to that standard.
Right.
It's a little bit lower, but not bad.
Right. It's almost like, would it be like, man, there's nothing really on, I'll throw this on.
Yeah. It's like the gas station sandwich that you buy when you're hungry, It's like, there's better food out there, but it's not bad.
Right.
And I would never hate on anyone if they did enjoy it. I just think in the trailer, because it basically goes into like a mega montage.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's so much going on here.
It shows like the Chosen One, then you show like some Imperial soldier girl that like is winning a battle, and then it shows like this other girl with 2 red saber swords.
And there's like griffins, and the guy's like taming a griffin, and it looks just like the scene out of Avatar,
right?
Where he's running alongside, and he jumps on like, who's this guy? Is this the new love interest?
Right. And then there's like a dead king, and then there shows like the other crown prince or king that's like putting the crown on.
Oh, I love this part. Oh, I'm such a evil white guy.
And right, and I understand that maybe they're like, well, that's why there's going to be multiple parts, because we're going to have to explain a lot of story with like why the universe is the
I
way
still
it
hope
is.
this again, I always liked the storyline of like in something like Star Wars, where they kind of showed that a little bit with the Mandalorian and stuff. The Empire kept things straight.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stability.
Yes.
And when you don't have stability, you have pirates running around, people taking over planets, and there's no one to do anything.
Right.
But the Empire, as evil as they were, they sure did keep a lot of places safe.
Right. And as long as you didn't step out of line, you were okay.
See, but there you go. Then you had the totalitarian and a little too much of the boot on your neck. But guess what? Like I like a storyline where the guy's like, before I was selling my potatoes, I got a job with this evil empire, whatever they're called in this movie, and now I can feed my family. My kids are going to school. My son's in a military academy. He's going to be an officer one day, and he's going to have a future. What for that man, was that such a bad thing?
Right, and then
explore both those things.
Yeah, and I feel like because Star Wars is starting to do that, which has made a lot better writing. But I feel like if somebody did a sci-fi show like that, I think that would be.
I like that idea.
Money. Yeah.
Because how many people did I uplift out of poverty?
Right.
Oh, because you're like the crown princess, that means you have to rule?
Right. Or again, what they can do after the series, if she takes over, show what happens when an empire crumbles.
Yeah, power vacuum.
Power vacuum, people being like, we're not listening to you. Like, you're going to have to fight us. And then you have to go to their planet and deal with them.
Yeah, see, because we saw some like space battles too,
yeah,
which looked pretty cool. How big is this? Are we talking planets versus planets? Or is she from like, I see
a different galaxy altogether?
Yeah, I want to see like all that kind of cool sci-fi stuff. Again, I wouldn't be talking this long about it if I truly hated it.
Right.
This doesn't look that bad.
Right. It looks like it has promise. It really does.
I just hate that people like, oh, it's another Zack Snyder masterpiece. And I'm like, record scratch, there's Zack Snyder masterpieces? There's good Zack Snyder films. But I would never consider anything Zack Snyder ever touched to be a masterpiece.
Right. And I would say, to be fair, like, we don't know about this. I'm still on the fence. Like, I'm like,
But those little tropey things still kind of make me go, ugh, okay, evil white guy, we get it.
Right.
Oh, I'm the coolest bitch in the world and I can never lose a fight. We don't know if that's true or not, but I don't think she's ever going to.
Right.
And is she already correct? And we're waiting for everyone else in the film to get on her page?
Right. Is it going to be one of those things where, like, she's new to this whole Chosen One thing, or is she going to be like, I always knew I was like this? And
like Mulan.
Yeah.
The Disney Channel, the Disney remake.
The
live action remake of Mulan, where she was already the coolest and most baddest bitch that ever lived. Why doesn't everyone else already know that I'm the baddest bitch? I hate that. No, name me one film, story, or anything where that was the case, and everyone's like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
None.
No, you always want the hero to learn and grow and change.
Right.
A little bit. Like they always believed that they had to defeat the darkness, but maybe they had to learn a lot of lessons. Again, like, you know, they stumble, they fall, they get back up.
Yeah, the classic get stronger, like the classic.
Find an old man and learn to, that's how it is. You find some ancient wizard or...
Find a mentor, train, deal like a life-death situation. And
losing a friend. Making
grow.
A decision that caused someone to die.
Right.
And now you have to realize, oh, things I do have repercussions. And just because I'm the good guy doesn't mean everything's going to be perfect when I win.
Or I'm the chosen one, everything's going to work out fine.
So yeah, there's all these ways this could go, and it looks alright. And again, since it's on Netflix, why the hell not?
Yeah.
I don't have to pay money or go to a theater to see it. Works for me. And I guess the first part's in December, and second part's gonna be in April.
Okay.
So I guess they probably filmed it all together and realized, oh my god, this is like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how long these films are gonna be, but just from what I saw in the trailers, I'm like, this film's got to be at least 2.5 hours.
Right. Especially I think the first one, since it's probably gonna have a little bit of like the story, like
you got to set me up. You got to explain to me how does this world work. I mean, I don't need to know everything, but I need to know. Oh, I live on a spice planet, and that's where our money comes from. We trade with the Empire. And then they start fighting the Empire. Now they don't have their spice trade anymore, and all those people go into poverty and they die.
Yeah.
Well, was it worth it for your little crusade of I'm the princess?
Right. Or just say that you're independent.
Yeah.
I don't know. don't know.
See, that's the kind of cool stuff I want to see, but it could possibly do that. But yeah, looks pretty okay. If I had to give it a grade, like right now, it's a B.
Yeah. Like I said, because it visually looks good.
Oh yeah, again, the fights look pretty cool. I like the space battles.
Right.
But like, what's this princess girl who can kick everyone's ass gonna do in a space battle? Is she a master tactician too? See, you gotta draw the line somewhere.
Somewhere where, like, yeah, you can't. Your main character can't be everything.
Oh, she's the brilliant strategist. She can kick everyone's ass. She has magical powers. She has an understanding of all histories and see, you gotta.
Yeah.
You can only have so many stat points. You cannot have 10 strength, 10 intelligence, 10 constitution. You can't have it.
10 charisma.
Yeah, you can't have everything.
Yeah.
And the thing is, and I want everyone to be in love with her. She's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, that's also another trope.
That's another trope. I bet.
Yeah, that's like everyone's just fawning over her. Yeah.
But she ain't got no time for no D word. But it did show her, like, maybe she's not a lesbian. Maybe.
I don't know. There's like, because I think she did kiss someone. That's
but
right.
they taught me that love was like whatever. There was like a line about her, like, love is a weakness or something.
I think so.
So I think maybe she was in love with the white guy.
Maybe.
But then, like, he has set it to power, and I have to do what is best for my people, and even if it means shunning the darky or whatever they're going to do. But that's how they treat it. The white guy is going to be a racist. He's going to be a bigot. He's going to be awful.
Well, maybe.
And all the dark-skinned people are going to be the heroes. They're great and they're wonderful. And that's just a little too tropey.
Right.
That's the tropiness of it, and that's what I kind of see. And he's going to just be a big racist.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope maybe there's a little more of twists and turns with this.
Yeah, a little more nuance.
Yeah.
Maybe he's doing this kind of against his will.
Exactly. Or maybe, again, I know I hate to say it, sometimes when, they're the big evil guy, they don't even know, or they're just like, oh, this is what my dad did, so that's what I'm going to do. And it's like one of those things.
And if I do this, then the whole empire's going to crumble, and then the...
Right. And then it's where it's like you said, it doesn't give you an excuse, but it's like at least it's a little better than just like, I'm evil because I'm evil.
Yeah. I kick puppies.
Yeah.
And I go to the children's hospital and slap the kids who have diseases. Like, come on, let's give this guy a little more depth than that.
Right.
It doesn't mean you have to love them and agree with them.
Right.
But just give them a little more depth than...
A little bit more depth. Maybe give him a little bit more of like a backstory of like how he was raised and all that. And that should help flush it out a little bit.
But yeah. Definitely, it seems like a good Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's started coming out like around in December, so we'll definitely probably check it out. And again, as long as it's not like some kind of 3.5 hour mega film, as long as it's, a decent length, and I might check this out.
Right.
Crimson's in here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the video really helps out a lot. It gets the video spread around more people get to see the videos, and we get to make more videos for you guys. So thank you, and we appreciate every single one of you guys.